Hello dear students, I am Raghvendra Singh Chauhan, Faculty of History and Culture with Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have a brief overview of the General Studies Paper 1 conducted by Union Public Service Commission for Civil Services Examination today. I am having for the discussion with me our esteemed faculty Lakshmikant sir. His areas of expertise are geography and environment. So, welcome, sir.
Hello, sir.
Sir, what is your first observation regarding today's paper?
Yes, just now we have seen the paper, and the first observation that came into my mind is that UPSC continues its unpredictability, uncertainty, and the dynamicness of this examination. Like last year, the new element introduced. This year also, they have come up with new aspects in asking the questions and nature of questions.
So, sir, I would like to ask, what is the change which you observe the moment you see the paper?
The most striking change is that the framing of question, like options, like last year they continued with the only one, only two, and only three type of questions. Almost 47 questions were there, and they have reduced this let's say number of questions with such kind of framing. Now this year they have asked only such questions, 16 questions. Okay. So the most important thing, and the other let's say observation that I have found here is that UPSC is asking general awareness type of questions more this year, and not focused on the domain knowledge largely.
That is sir, we can say that on the face value of the paper, if a candidate is going to attempt the paper, he gets a feel of GK also.
Yes, sir, sure, sir. Like the questions they are asking related to, we can say military operations, or we can say military exercises, like UPSC used to ask in 2015-16.
Okay, sir. Now, sir, I have another question for you. What is the nature of questions? I mean to say, what changes you see as compared to previous years?
Yes, sir. In terms of nature of questions, let me, let's say, provide some observations that I have come up with certain analysis. Like last year, the statement 1, statement 2 type of questions were introduced in the framing. Like statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1, like these options were there. So such kind of questions last year, there were 17 to 18 questions out of 100. But this year, they have reduced the weightage of these type of questions to 13 questions. Now, earlier I told you that only one, only two, only three, and none of the above type of questions. So last year there were 47 to 48 questions, almost half. But now they have reduced such questions, 16 questions. Then match the following type of questions. If you talk about, their weightage has increased, and now 9 out of 100 questions match the following pairs. And let me tell you, most of the these match the following pairs had the options of only one, only two, only three, and all 4 type of questions. Okay. One more observation is there that miscellaneous or general awareness type of questions, their weightage has increased. Like 4 to 5 questions were like miscellaneous type questions.
Okay, sir. There is a thing which when we were discussing this paper, we observed that this time pairing type, where the pairs they are asking how many of them are correct, there is some change.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes. The change is, let's say, such kind of questions asked in history and geography particularly. So there used to be only 2 columns asking in the pairs. Now they have introduced new element, and they are now asking 3 columns.
So do you see some increase in difficulty level?
Sure, sir. It will increase the difficulty because you need to know both. Okay, you need to know the both aspects of those columns. जैसे हम geography का एक example देता हूँ मैं sir. There was question on waterfalls. So they asked waterfall, then the region, and then the river. Okay. So you need to know the region also.
Match of all the 3 correctly.
Yes, region also as well as river. So yes, but it provides some kind of elimination method also, sir. Okay, if you know the region and you know that it is not in that region, you eliminate that option.
But because the candidate is under stress, so sometimes still there is a possibility of committing a mistake.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Sir, one more thing. So in a way, the exam is testing your ability to maintain cool and calm.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. If you maintain the calm, so you will eliminate. And the elimination method has come back because the only one, only two, only three. Now the number of questions has reduced.
So important a quality for an administrator in times when they are under pressure.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Now, sir, what is your overall take on the difficulty level of the paper?
If you talk about the difficulty level, we are still going through the questions, but at the surface level, let me tell you that compared to last year, this year the difficulty level is less,
And therefore, you expect cutoff?
Yes, of course, the cutoff will increase. Last year there was 75 cutoff, so I hope that it is going to increase to 85, 90 for sure. I am saying surface level. In the evening, we are going to have prelims ki Panchayat, and there will provide you tentative cutoff also.
Okay, sir. One last question, sir, I would like to ask. Very curious. Section-wise, what do you see? Is there any change?
Yes, let me tell you that UPSC used to maintain the balance of asking questions from each section, but this year they have asked more questions from polity, geography, and environment. Precisely, if you tell me, let me tell you that from geography there were 19 questions, from polity there were 18 questions, from environment 16 questions. So, these three have taken almost all the weightage.
So which section has lost the weightage?
So if you talk about the science and tech, economy and history, sir, around 9 to 10 questions on an average they have asked. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So in evening, sir, we are going to have detailed analysis of all, let's say, sections also with the esteemed panel members and the faculties of Lukmaan IAS. So do join us at 5 o'clock today in the evening, and this session will be live on YouTube. So do not forget to join us. Before ending this session, let me ask you your observation on history section, sir.
Sir, it is interesting to see that even though the number of questions has been reduced to 11 from history and culture section, but UPSC has asked good number of questions from ancient India. And the interesting fact about this is that those questions can be part of ancient Indian history as well as they can be the part of culture section. Right. Plus, UPSC has asked just one question from medieval India, then 3 questions from modern India, and 2 questions from heritage and culture section, which can be related with current affair also, because they are related to heritage sites. So UPSC is maintaining that smartness of blending different areas together and sometimes making it difficult for the teacher and the taught to segregate them specifically into particular subjects. Right. Ji, sir. Sir, thanks for being here, and let us join the channel again at 5 p.m.